We welcome you to Blues Game Day live here at Scott Trade Center in downtown St. Louis. Alongside Kelly Chase, Darren Pang. Blues are practicing behind us. They've got the Los Angeles Kings here tonight. Ellie played in, let me go through geography. I wasn't very good at that, but they played in Washington last night.
Oh, they did, and they were good.
And they won.
A sound game out of them. If you had a chance to watch any of it, they were spectacular in the game, and they got an effort out of everybody. Defense, goaltending, their forwards, spread out scoring. It was a heck of a hockey game.
People likely are noticing by now on this Blues Game Day Live that Chaser is a lot taller than I am, but thanks to his buddies at McBride & Son Homes, they're home builders of the finest. They built me a box.
Oh, so they are the best.
Well, they built me a box, and that's why I'm able to be almost your height. And they built you a house. So in case anybody wants to ask that question on social media, we're on
No, he's not this tall. Yes, he is, standing on a box.
There you go. I'm standing on a box. Thanks, big boy. Appreciate that. We got a special night tonight. We're going to have the puck drop. Our very good friend that we just recently lost, Ari Dugan. The story's been well told. Her friendship that started a number of years ago at the end of the season when she came onto the ice, and Vladdy Tarasenko was the one that gave his sweater to her, and she was all dressed up in this beautiful colors, and we call it, she was bedazzled. Bedazzled. And she just was a lightning rod for energy and enthusiasm. And tonight on Hockey Fights Cancer, I know that her family are going to be dropping the puck. Vladdy Tarasenko is going to be taking the face-off, and appropriately in the warm-up, the players are going to be wearing the colors for Hockey Fights Cancer, and the numbers are going to be hers. They're going to be bedazzled.
I heard that.
They're going to be sprinkled in colors and
sparkly numbers on the uniforms. What a great idea.
Yeah.
Probably from Randy Gersh's assistant, Hannah. Certainly not him.
That's a good point. Very good point. But we do know how close Randy certainly is to the family, and for many, they've gone through cancer in one form or another. So these nights have sprinkled around the National Hockey League. We've seen some incredible moments. We saw Eddie Olczyk and their good friend of the Blackhawks community dropping the puck the other night, and just seeing Edzo and his strength. But tonight's going to be special as well. They got our goalies are wearing masks that have been painted. Hutz is going to play tonight. Jake Allen's mask was, if I'm not mistaken, it was painted by Alex Petrangelo's niece Ellie, and so she did the actual mask painting for Jake Allen, and you can be sure that Petra will raise some money for charity and what have you. So all in all, buddy, can't say enough about what the community does for everybody that's going through a terrible disease.
Nobody's in their life is not affected in any way at some point in their life by cancer, and so whether it's a family member, a friend, an acquaintance, or a letter you get in your mail, that you know that what the NHL does is above and beyond for, and then you have an obligation to give back, and this is one of the things that's truly dear to the hearts of the hockey players.
Yeah, it sure is. It sure is. So get here early. Before our last game against Anaheim, Paul Correa was here. We had a great Blues Game Day Live. I mentioned the game was at 8 o'clock or 7 o'clock that time. It was at 8 o'clock. I'm going to get it right this time, though. It's a 7 o'clock game tonight on Friday.
Okay,
it's 7 o'clock.
Okay.
So get down here, and
we had 2 boxes that day. One for him and for you.
And one for that was wonderful, wasn't it? It was a great night.
It was great to see Paul Correa in his after hockey mode, where he's just fun and having a great time with the whole Hall of Fame thing, and it's great to see a guy like that enjoying it.
Absolutely, and you can go to stlouisblues.com and check out all the features on Paul, and also on tonight's Hockey Fights Cancer. When we thank Siteman Cancer Center as well,
of course,
and Express Scripts, their main sponsors. And anyway, let's just go to a little bit of hockey here if we can. You want to go to that right now?
I think we should.
Okay, that sounds great, buddy. I mean,
let me help you out.
It's a freewheeling show.
There's a lot of stuff.
Well, let's go there. This is what we're going to be wearing this tie. It says right here, please wear this tie December 1st for Hockey Fights Cancer.
And they got 40 on it.
That's for me.
That's how old you are.
Oh. I wish I was 40. And there's our tie. So we're going to be wearing that tonight. These lapels are also available for purchase at the True Blues store. Huh? Is that right? Like I said, Section 114, that's where they're available. You go on and get one of these and wear it proudly. We will be wearing it during the game. We'll have our ties on between the benches. And so you fight for Don Bipper Clark.
My buddy, Donnie Clark, Kelvington, Saskatchewan.
Got to be from there.
The hockey family, Wendell Clark's older brother, Kerry Clark's older brother, and the toughest of the brothers.
Wow, he's the toughest? Toughest one, with how tough
Bipper,
everybody is.
Oh, I'm telling you right now. I think it might be the only guy that Joe Kocur fears.
Whoa.
Huh?
That's tough.
That's tough.
That's very tough. Well, hey,
Get
listen.
better, Bipper.
Yeah, you got it, Bipper. Get better. I'm fighting for memories right now, my friend.
Oh,
I mean,
I've
got my
saw
mom, and I've got. Sorry, I've got that. I should put it right there like that. My mom, Donna, and obviously my good friend Dave Strader. They both passed away from bile duct cancer. There are so many terrible parts of cancer that are tearing people apart. Bile duct's one that's, boy, it hit them fast and it hit them hard, and so I fight for their memory. So
that's awesome, Panger.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Thanks,
all right, when we all got, like we said, there's always someone involved in your family or friends that we're going on a limb for.
And our job, as we're healthy, is to keep their spirits high.
Keep their spirits high.
Keep them laughing. Keep them going.
And talk about this tonight.
And talk about hockey. So I don't know what to expect from the Blues other than the fact they're disappointed in their loss the last game. No question. They came on strong too late.
Yeah.
Not enough time on the clock. But I did like Patrick Berglund's game late, and that's a big positive. I did like Kyle Brodziak's got.
Kyle Brodziak.
He's playing his rear end off.
Yeah,
I mean, you got to give it to that line of Upshall and Brodziak and Thorburn. But there needs to be a little bit more. I thought that a couple of top guys had an off night. Tarasenko and Shen had an off night.
Didn't get to the inside enough, and I think that's where the game is going to be played. And really, I think if you can look at the losses the Blues have, and you want to say played down to where the level of the team when they were playing, because there's such parity in this league, and you have to acknowledge the fact that everybody can beat you on any given night. But I will say that when their emotions are high, they can play with anyone in the league.
Yep.
I expect their emotions to be high tonight because they know what is in store for them. They know how hard this LA team plays. They know that the LA Kings are better now than they were the first time they played them. And they know what the goaltender can bring for LA. So if you were watched any minute of the game last night, you can see that LA's got their game intact right now. So they moved up into first in their division. Ahead of Vegas, and so for the LA Kings right now, they're moving. I think the Blues will bring that emotion back.
Yeah, totally agree with you there. And like I said before, Carter Hutton's going to get the nod and goal. They play hard for Carter. Last time he played on home ice, which was his only home game, I think it was only his 4th in 17 games with the Blues that he played on home ice. He
was awesome.
Stole the show. I mean, he only gave up one goal. The empty net goal, I never count those goals.
No, why would you?
So he loses 1-0 on home ice. The Blues will want to make sure that they play a lot better for Carter Hutton in the goal as well. So,
well, like you said, he was awesome in that game, and I think it was another one of those games too where the Blues' emotion wasn't as high as they have brought in the past. I mean, thrilled to have them in the standings where they're at right now, certainly because they've been willing to pay the price in the middle of the ice and the inside, game in and game out. And when they don't, they don't have success, and that's just really the way this game is played now. So I think for the Blues tonight, it'll be challenging because of the way that LA plays. But I think that the last time they were up for the challenge, and they're certainly not going to be by default in the net because Carter's been special.
You got it, big boy. Well, I'm looking forward to the game.
Yeah.
It's always a pleasure, big guy, and I do appreciate your buddy John building me that box. So thanks very much for that.
I appreciate him building me that house.
And get to section 114 as well. Hockey Fights Cancer. And wear these proudly. And look around, shake somebody's hand, make somebody smile. For Kelly Chase, I'm Darren Robert Pang. Enjoy the game.